Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E. Nation for a very special, long time coming review of Brickway Single Malt Whiskey. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E., the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes you the podcast cower. You can find me, of course, at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. And folks, I'm looking forward to getting into this because Brickway is one of those places where they're willing to experiment with new things, and I really like that idea. Their rye is actually one of my favorite ryes. This is... Have you ever even heard of a wheated rye? Well, here you go, folks. A wheated rye. If you love wheated bourbon, it's definitely worth a try. Man, I'm good. But folks, I've been looking forward to getting in a little deeper into Brickway, and then I found this. I mean, just perfect for us whiskey podcasters. It's got their American single malt. It's got their sherry cask aged single malt, which I remember reading a interview with the master distiller here, and he said this is one of his favorite whiskeys. Their double barrel bourbon, and then some more rye. Why not? The Trophy Case Collection award-winning lineup. So for the American single malt, it's won the American Distillers Institute Gold, the LA International Spirits Gold twice, 50 Best American Single Malt Whiskey Silver, not bad, Denver International Spirits, the Silver. Brickway is forging forward, inspired by Omaha's rich legacy of distilled spirits. We are the city's first distillery since Prohibition, and damn proud of it. Our mission is to continue to make award-winning whiskeys that is approachable and honest. We balance creativity with mad science, palate with process, instinct with chemistry. drinkbrickway.com. So let's get into this. Let's get into the first bottle here. American single malt. So it kind of depends on the whiskey maker when they make a single malt, if they're staying 100% malted barley or if they're adding other grains in there. In Scotland, it has to be just the malted barley, but in America, we're a little looser with those regulations. Doesn't have anything on the back here. It's got the little idiot-proof open strip, which, you know what? We all appreciate that out here. All right. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, folks, there you have it. The American single malts from Brickway Distilling. Let's give it a nose. Okay, that almost gives me a hint of like rye. Like, strangely enough, it makes me think of rye whiskey. When I go back in, I get more barley, but first impression was very rye heavy, interestingly enough. Let's see. This might require the glasses of extreme. 86 proof. Okay. Not bad. So 86 proof American single malt whiskey. Very, very muted. Very... like, it doesn't even smell like there's hardly any ethanol there. So, see how it goes down, folks. Fascinating. That gives me the distinct hint of rye. But still fascinating. Because like there's that candy cane mint that is unique to malt. Definitely unique to malt. I really wonder what kind of oak casking he used. I'm fascinated. Well, folks, now we get to the hard part, the grading. For those who don't know, we grade this on a 5-star scale. 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. The K.O.E Nation has advised you well. We're going to grade this as a malt whiskey, as a cask-aged spirit. It's shelving, and for those new to the show, the secret 5th question. So, as a malt whiskey, I'm going to give this 3 stars out of 5 because they've done something really unique here. And, like, it actually kind of warms your chest a little bit. Like, I don't know how, like, there's a warm sensation in my chest after drinking it. So, this is fascinating stuff, but, like, I could understand how some malt purists would be like, this doesn't quite fit all the metrics that I want to check off, by golly, by cracky. But this is excellent whiskey nonetheless. Let's just pull these out for future reference. I will come back to this box for other videos. Worry you not, folks. But interesting, the award-winning lineup, Master Distiller Series. drinkbrickway.com Premium Midwest. So let's put these other ones over here for a moment while we consider this single malt. Now, as a whiskey, this is supremely cocktailable. I think you could probably, I'm trying to think, like, this is one that you could even kind of go outside the bounds of what you could normally do with a malt whiskey. This is one that I could even say, dare I say, a mint julep you could do with this. Now, I know in the state of Kentucky, they might actually kick you out if you use any other thing but with bourbon, but I think this one could really work. So as a whiskey, I'm going to give this 3.5 stars on a 5-star scale. In terms of cask-aged spirit, it doesn't really give us anything here in terms of what its actual age statement is. So I'm going to have to stick with 3 stars because it doesn't really give us that information here on the bottle. But excellent work here. I suspect that there was some mad science done with the casking, and I just appreciate the fact that we have a distiller here in Nebraska that's willing to try new things. So Brickway always gets my nod and always gets my tip of the cap. But now we move on to shelving. This is, let's be honest, it's a middle to bottom shelf whiskey, depending on how you taste it. If you don't like rye whiskey, you're not going to like this. If you love rye whiskey, you're going to love this whiskey. So that's just being honest. Now, will I seek this bottle again? To be honest with you, no, because I want to get a little deeper into the distillery to see what they have, to see if there's anything that they got that can top this rye, which we're going to find that out tonight. Or maybe a little later, folks. But folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us here for this very special review of Brickway American Single Malt Whiskey. I am your King of Extreme, Phil, K.O.E, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes you the podcast cower. You can find me, of course, at K.O.E Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. And I hope all of you make it back here happy, healthy, much the wiser. Catch you around. God bless, folks.
Smooths itself out.
Get back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost, we gotta take it down. Let you down slow, it's hard to survive.
Nice.
El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah. See.